These past couple weeks have been harrowing to hear all of the women's stories who have opened up about their experiences with sexual harassment. But in all of this sadness, I think it's been oddly unifying. It's so fundamental to the female experience to be mistreated and feel ashamed of it, or worse, to be made to feel ashamed. But thanks to the women before us who picketed and fought for our right to vote, for our right to choose, we are now living in a somewhat confused world. But confused isn't bad. Confused is progress. I think some men are still confused about what to do with us. What to do with a woman who's better at her job than her male coworker. What to do with a wife who makes more money than her husband. What to do with a woman who isn't afraid to speak bluntly and disagree. In this confusion and this slow transition, we're all still learning. I'm still learning that I don't have to smile when a man makes me feel uncomfortable. When I was much younger and starting out, I was told by the producers of a film to lose 15 pounds in 2 weeks. Super easy. One girl before me had already been fired for not losing enough weight fast enough. And during this time, a female producer had me do a nude lineup with about 5 women who were much, much thinner than me. And we all stood side by side with only paste-ons covering our privates. After that degrading and humiliating lineup, the female producer told me I should use the naked photos of myself as inspiration for my diet. I can laugh now, it's okay. The director of that film asked me if he could have me star in a porno as the character, among many other things that are too inappropriate to repeat here in this dress. If at any point you're wondering, why didn't I stick up for myself? I tried. I asked to speak to a producer about the unrealistic diet regime, and he responded by telling me he didn't know why everyone thought I was so fat. He thought I was perfectly I look back at this time and I see that I was trapped. Like so many young actors and actresses starting out, I couldn't have gotten a producer or a director or a studio head fired. I let myself be treated a certain way because I felt like I had to for my career. I was young and walking that fine line of sticking up for myself without being called difficult, which they did call me, but I believe the word they used was nightmare. I was trapped, and I can see that now. I didn't want to be a whistleblower. I didn't want these embarrassing stories talked about in a magazine. I just wanted a career. By the time I got Hunger Games, I could say no. I worked out every day because Katniss is strong, but I would be damned if I was going to represent the ideal that someone who looks skeletal is a positive body image. I was not going to have young girls skipping dinner because they wanted to look like Katniss. What was the difference? What's the difference between my treatment then when I was younger and the treatment I receive now? I became a movie star. And when you're a movie star, you have the power to say no. But what constitutes this power? Every human being, no matter how successful they are, should have the power to be treated with respect because they're human. So, thank God I thought I had lost you. Thank you. So,